In recent years, cosplay has become insanely popular, mainly due to apps like TikTok. Due to the demand skyrocketing, the supply also increased. Today, I would like to invite you to a Miccostumes costume review. Hello girls, guys and non-binary pals, I'm Salman and this is my channel Jolly Salman. I'm a cosplayer from Poland and I make videos about cosplay and other stuff. Anything that comes to my mind actually, but mainly about cosplay. Today I would like to show you how I unbox and wear my Triss Merigold costume that I bought from Miccostumes.com. But first, time for a history lesson, a cosplay history lesson. In the early 2000s, most cosplays were handmade. Basically, people didn't have so many costume shops, wig shops, and tutorials. Fast forward to the 2010s when cosplay got popularized all over the world and tutorials started coming up, mainly by Kinpatsu Cosplay, Kamui Cosplay, Evil Ted, and even by Adam Savage. Cosplay shops offering EVA foam, wigs, and costume pieces started popping up. This was also the time that cosplay craftsmanship championships started growing in popularity and people started turning cosplay into a job. When I started cosplaying in 2017, people didn't wear bot costumes that often because they were expensive, because they were lower quality, and also because they couldn't take part in contests in them, because the contests are a craftsmanship championship. However, although people preferred making their costumes themselves, some costume stores started popping up. Those stores, WoW, Roll Cosplay, Miccostumes, Easy Cosplay, offered Asian-made costumes from a bit lower quality materials. However, they were a great option for people who had the money, wanted to have the costume quickly and without much hassle. But nowadays, because in 2020 during the pandemic, cosplay got a boom in popularity and people wanted to make the costumes very quickly to catch the hype, those costume retailers have now become a staple in the cosplay community. Many new cosplayers start off by buying their costumes instead of making their own and slowly start making their costumes when they feel comfortable with it. It has also made some full-time cosplayers' jobs easier because pushing out new costumes every now and again is actually easier because you can buy a costume instead of pushing yourself to the limit trying to make as many costumes. This also has some downsides. Fast fashion is a hugely unregulated business. The Asian factories and retailers are not as regulated as they could be, meaning we cannot ensure the working conditions and also the chemicals and the environmental impact of those factories. However, us individual consumers cannot do as much as big corporations and also laws ensured by the governments. What we can do is push those governments, push those corporations to actually care about the environment and about the working conditions of people who make our garments. I, for example, as a plus-size person, cannot find most of my clothes in thrift stores, and also I have trouble finding second-hand cosplays in my size because, well, I'm a bigger person and not many people are my size. That's why I cannot opt out of fast fashion. I can only limit my purchases as much as I can in order to save the money and buy from slow fashion. However, I rarely can do that because they also don't carry my sizes and so on and so forth. It is very hard for plus-size cosplayers to find second-hand cosplays as well as the first-hand cosplays. Because I have a small platform, I decided to review this costume for someone that looks like me and also for you to watch because maybe there will be a scandal in the package. So, shall we start? This package was delayed. I had the tracking open in my tab on my computer and I saw that the package with the costumes, including this one, didn't get sent when they were set to be sent. So I messaged Miccostumes and a lovely support person, Denise, answered my email and said that one of the costumes, the Triss that I am going to show you, is actually delayed. It didn't get made in time, and if I could wait for it. And I said, could you send it in a separate package maybe? And they said, yes, we will. And I asked if I would have to pay more to get the packages, and they said no, it would be free of cost. So they sent me 2 packages with costumes, one with the delayed Triss Merigold and one with my swimsuits. And the Triss got to my house before the swimsuits that were delayed. So it was an adventure. I had some stressful moments because the packages were marked as delayed between my local courier and between the retailer, and I didn't know what was happening with them. They didn't know what was happening with them, but they got to me safely and I can now review them. The packages come in those Ziploc bags. Is this ASMR enough? Oh, it's shoe covers. Oh, they have a funky smell. The shoe covers, beautiful buttons, and they have elastic loops so I could button them up. They also have an... No, those are not shoe covers. Alright. No, those are gloves. Yeah. Look, those are gloves. And I would have to fasten all of them. Oh, this is going to be a pain in my ass. I don't see a person that is much bigger than me wearing them, although they are plus size. That is an issue that Miccostumes has, because they only carry one plus size, which is unfortunate. So only people that are slightly bigger than average, like me, can wear them. I said it in my previous video with a Miccostumes review, and I will say it again, that if you can save the money and if you find a slow fashion brand from, say, an artist making fandom clothes or cosplays that you would like to support with the money that you could have spent on Miccostumes, please do. Because you could support an artist, you could have a cosplay that is very well made, it is not made in a sweatshop, and so on, and you can have it custom made or in a bigger size range. We need those on the market because, as you can see, I am reviewing a plus size costume that only has one size, and people much bigger than me cannot wear it. So to solve this issue, we need to support brands that carry more sizes and that are more inclusive. So, food for thought. Now, it is a pouch. Let's see the pouch. Okay, it's made with fake leather and has a metal clasp, and it has a belt inside that has those little metal pieces. Okay, the belt is nice. Is it long enough? We will see if the belt is long enough. This belt is supposed to go on the waist and it is tied so it doesn't have... No, it does have holes. Then I don't know, but it is tied at the end. I know it because I drew Triss like 2 months ago. The pouch is a pouch. The interfacing kind of left the chat. But yeah, it's a functioning pouch. I can put my phone in there, I guess. It's a pouch. What more can I say about a pouch? The rest of this package, those are the shoe covers. So they have stuffing in here and they have something to tie them with. Yeah, and they are quite like the reference. Oh my god, will I need shoes for it? I will need shoes for it. Do I have shoes like that? The trousers. The trousers that have an elastic in them, but the elastic is sparse. I don't know if I will fit in those. Wait. Yes, I will. Yeah, it's a trick you can check on your neck if you will fit. They have a zipper and they have stitching on the sides. Pray for me. The shirt. The shirt is actually fastened by a zipper and it is 1X to 2XL, so it's smaller than the rest of the costume, which I am worried about, but I don't have big boots, so I should fit in it. It might be real linen, but I will have to check on like the scraps. It is lined, no, it's not lined, it is hemmed nicely, except in this place. And what more can I say? It's actually a nice shirt. I might wear it out of cosplay. The stitching here is visible. Very nice. And now onto the coat. The coat has Miccostumes label on it. Oh, it's actually very nice inside. So it's lined with a fake suede. It has fake leather all over it. And it has little half pearlies and some cording. I think the coat is actually my favorite element because it is like a full garment. It's not, it also has a washing care label. This is the corset shirt. It is fastened with these little buttons and elastics. Like I said, it's going to be a pain in my butt to fasten all of these. And with a zipper in here. Now it has the stiff interfacing. It doesn't have any boning, which might be good, might be bad. And it has decorative flowers. I don't think they are quite reference-like because she has very big flowers, but I understand why they made this choice because, you know, in fabric making there is this practice called all-over print that you stamp the fabric with a print or embossing and then you cut it. And I think it is made with this technique because the pattern, it gets repeated a lot and it's easier for the manufacturer to actually make it than to stamp every single piece with a design. So yeah, it's quite big. I hope it's the right size for me. The last piece should be the necklace. Will I have to make the necklace myself? Or did I lose the necklace already? We will see. So let's wear the costume. So here are my thoughts about this costume. It is a little bit too big in the boobs area, however it fits like a glove in other places, including the pants, which I was worried about. However, it has some parts that are a little bit too big, like this. Flaps, I think they should be a little bit shorter to be like on the reference. You know, it fits weirdly here just because I don't have much boobs. And also this zipper, it shows from underneath the corset, but the coat is amazing. I don't have much movement in this coat, and the gloves are going to be a pain in the ass. They are already sliding down. Was it worth the money? Yeah, kind of. I would give it a 7 out of 10 because I was prepared that I would have to do some fit adjustments in this costume, because it's what everyone told me, that when you buy a costume you need to do some fit adjustments because, well, it wasn't made for your measurements. It was mass manufactured, so you need to do some adjustments. However, overall the quality feels nice. I will sweat my ass off because it's 3 layers of thick materials, but overall, yeah, I'm quite happy. I am kind of salty about the necklace. I will have to make it myself. I am quite excited that I get to wear Triss before I make it myself, because this is a costume that I had in my mind for a very long time. It's a red head with a blue coat with my favorite combination of blue and brown. It's a dream to actually be wearing it, and I have always been quite hesitant to make it because it's very complicated, and I wanted to do the character justice and to make it the way it should be. So I am very glad that I get to wear her before I get to make her. So without further ado, would I recommend buying this costume for yourself if you have my exact measurements? If you want to make this costume like me and you don't want to wait and you would like to try it first, yeah, sure, go for it, buy it. It was on clearance the time I bought it, so maybe it still is on sale. Would I recommend it as a costume to someone that was, I don't know, starting out with cosplay? No, it's a pain in the ass. It's a complicated costume that has weird fit struggles. Like, I cannot hold my arms like this because it hurts. If you were starting out and chose Triss to be your first cosplay, I would not recommend buying this costume because you would spend almost as much money and time to make it fit you correctly and for it to look good that you could spend making the costume yourself. So I am very happy, but I would have done it in a different way. I will go to a photo shoot in it, and I will be very happy to ride a horse in this costume. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, comment something nice, maybe say who do you prefer? Do you prefer Triss or Yennefer? And if you would like to see more content like this, let me know, subscribe to my channel, watch some of my other videos. I will try to get through the backlog of videos I have prepared as quickly as possible. If you would like to support my channel, my costumes and me, consider donating to my Ko-fi or my Patreon. It is in the description below. And well, goodbye!